Leading off for the Wahoos will be number 12, Gally Cribbs Jr.
On these Pensacola Blue Wahoos, Game 5 of the 6-game series. Braves have won the first 4. And Bryce Elder makes his Trustmark Park debut. And his first pitch is a little bit inside for ball 1. 6:06 is our first pitch. As the right-hander delivers, and the pitch is popped in the air into shallow right field. Down that line, the second baseman Miller called off by the right fielder Trey Harris. And the catch is made for the first out as Gally Cribbs Jr. makes the catch for the first out. Or excuse me, out there Trey Harris gets Gally Cribbs for that first out. One away now for Peyton Burdick. The lineup for Kevin Randall's club, leading off is Gally Cribbs. He plays shortstop. A couple of great plays defensively yesterday, saving runs. Peyton Burdick bats second. He is the right fielder. Hitting third, the center fielder J.J. Blade. Batting cleanup is the catcher Nick Fortes. Batting cleanup is the catcher, Nick Fortes. Seems like we have some music still playing right now, and that's... There we go. I couldn't tell if that was coming from our speakers or if it was coming from somewhere else, but... And it looks like that center field sign out there is going to need changing around as well, that Bud Light sign in center field. So a couple of things to get things going. Hopefully someone over there can change with a little bit of a delay, but we'll finish that lineup. Batting third and playing center field, J.J. Blade. Hitting cleanup, catcher Nick Fortes. Now batting fifth, the left fielder Tristan Pompey. Hitting sixth, first baseman is Riley Mahan. Batting seventh, the designated hitter J.D. Osborne. Hitting eighth, the third baseman Connor Justice. And then batting ninth and playing second base is Devin Hairston. On the mound for Pensacola making the start is Zach McCambly. Here's the lineup for the Embrace, managed by Dan Meyer. Leading off in center field is Justin Dean. Batting second, right fielder Trey Harris. Batting third is the catcher Shea Langoliers. Hitting cleanup is the designated hitter Drew Lugbauer. Batting fifth, the shortstop Braden Shoemake. Hitting sixth is the third baseman Wendell Rijo. Batting seventh, the left fielder Jacob Pearson. Hitting eighth is the second baseman Jalen Miller. And then batting ninth is the first baseman Grayson Genesta. On the mound, of course, the Braves right-hander Bryce Elder, who is making his third Double-A start. It looks like they're just going to go ahead and play through here with that sign still on out there in the outfield. As Elder winds and delivers. And a fastball is a little bit downstairs for a ball. And again, it looks like they're having some scoreboard issues as well. 2 balls and no strikes. As Justin Dean out there in center field, shading right center ever so slightly as the pitch a tapper foul over on that first base side by Peyton Burdick. Cribbs, Burdick, and Blade facing off against Bryce Elder. Elder made 2 starts over there in Montgomery. First 2 outings were on the road, finally making his home debut as his 2-1 offerings in there for a strike. And it's 2-2. Numbers overall this year, phenomenal. Of course, last year drafted in 2020. The Atlanta Braves 5th-round selection, 156th overall in 2020. Number 12 prospect for the Atlanta Braves. And number 16 prospect, according to MLB.com. Number 12, according to Baseball America. Full count, 3-2 pitch on the way as Elder delivers, and a slider's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 outs here in this first inning. So a strikeout will bring in J.J. Blade, their center fielder, who's running a 3-game hitting streak into today's ball game. Blade hitting .206 with 6 home runs, 24 RBIs. The number 4 prospect, or number 4 overall pick, number 1 prospect, according to outlets in that Miami Marlins organization. Blade in the series, 4 out of 14, a double, a RBI, 3 runs scored and 3 walks. Here's a swing and a foul tap at the dish. And it's quickly 0-2 on Blade. For Tess on deck. Well, the vitals for Mr. Bryce Elder. Comes in 22 years old. He is 6'2", 225 pounds. From Decatur, Texas. Played his college baseball for the Texas Longhorns. Arnie delivers in a hanging breaking ball. Hit towards the right side of the infield. Fielded by Genestil. Run to the bag, and that's a quick inning. 1-2-3 for Mr. Bryce Elder. Well, we go to the bottom of the first inning. The Braves and the Blue Wahoos. No score. Well, the Braves and the Blue Wahoos, they face off here for game number 5 of the 6-game series. As leading things off for the Braves will be Justin Dean. It'll be Dean followed by Harris. And Langoliers in this bottom of the first inning. On the mound for the Pensacola Blue Wahoos, making his Double-A debut, is the right-hander Zach McCambley. Where's jersey number 19? He's from New Jersey, 22 years old, out of Coastal Carolina. Works from that first base side of that pitching rubber. That quick windup, and the first pitch is a little bit upstairs for ball 1. So 1-0 to Justin Dean. His numbers for High A Beloit, 2-4, a 3.79 ERA as the grounders hit toward short. Cribbs charges on it and throws out Dean for out number 1. So 1 away now for the right fielder, Trey Harris. Justin coming in on a 3-game hitting streak. Trey Harris had a 7-game hitting streak come to an end yesterday, unfortunately, but he has it in 7 of his last 8. 5 out of 17 in the series with a couple of RBIs, 3 runs scored. He's still swinging a pretty hot bat right now. McCambley deals, and he throws that curveball. One of the best strikeout pitchers in High A baseball so far this year. 73 strikeouts to only 6 walks for the Snappers so far this year before his promotion. That was on Wednesday as the righty delivers the first pitch of strike. The next low and outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 6'2", 220 pounds. Marlins third-round pick. 75th overall in 2020 out of Coastal Carolina. Led the team in innings pitched, 57, strikeouts 73, and opponent's average, which was 234. As the 1-1 pitch is a little bit low for a ball, 2-1 to Trey. Harris batting .259 with 3 home runs, 18 RBIs, and 3 stolen bases. McCambley, the number 21 prospect currently for the Marlins, according to MLB Pipeline, delivers the next, and Harris swings and hits it out of play foul down that right field line. Langoliers is on deck. Well, the pitch really that he has the most success with, at least the one that you see talked about the most, is his curveball. As Harris waits in the box, that wind, that big curveball is blooped out towards shallow right field. That'll get down, a base hit. So Harris starting a new hitting streak tonight as Trey drops one in shallow right field. Going to bring in Shea Langoliers now, the catcher. He was running a 5-game hitting streak. He had the base hit that tied the game in the 7th inning last night at 4-4. And then, of course, it was Wendell Rijo in the 9th. And that came away with a walk-off base hit. A 5-4 victory last night. Walk-off win for the Braves. Langoliers in that box on the right side. Wind blowing across the diamond as Langoliers swings and drives one out to center on the first pitch fastball. But backing up the center fielder Blade, he'll make the catch as that one barreled up by Shea, who's got a new haircut I noticed today. Walking in from that left field bullpen. And he flies out for the second out. Langoliers coming in tied with his former Atlanta Braves organizational teammate Izzy Wilson for the top spot in the Double-A, or in the Double-A South, with the home run totals of 14. Leading the league is still in slugging percentage. 5-game hitting streak coming in. 10 home runs over Shea's last 28 games. Here's Drew Lugbauer. There's a guy that's not getting near enough attention, in my opinion, is Lugbauer. 3-game hitting streak for Drew. 3 for 8 in the series. He's been on base in 3 games in this series. He didn't play last night 7 times. As McCambly's pitch is swung on and missed. A fastball in the mid-90s that time. Average for Drew at .278 with 6 home runs and 23 RBIs. Coming into the ball game today, Lugbauer second in the league and on base percentage at .394. Speed pitch just misses a little bit outside. Looks like that is Robert Nunez, who is behind the plate. Shedrick Rogers, who was listed to be behind the plate tonight, is at first base. And John Binkin is at third, it appears. Sort of what we were given, but the right-hander delivers and a fastball misses outside. And it's 3 balls and a strike on Drew Lugbauer. Five 5-4 victory last night. Crew chief headed to the Futures game in this rotation. Here's a fly ball deep down that left field line. This is carrying out the bat of Lugbauer. The left fielder was just sitting there. Pompey got a late jump, plus he was shading out there in left center field. It drops, and Harris goes first to third and into second base with another double is Drew Lugbauer. Off the bat, I watched that fly out there. I thought, well, where's Pompey? But finally, he was able to get over there, played it on a bounce. That's the 8th double now for Drew, who had 3 extra base hits in that series last week in Montgomery. And now a golden RBI opportunity now for Braden Shoemake, who's riding what is now the Double-A's best hitting streak at 12 games. First offering now from McCambly is low and inside for a ball. Runners at second and third base with 2 outs. You're in this bottom of the first inning, no score. Shoemake coming in at .220, 6 home runs, 28 RBIs, hitting .404 over this 12-game hitting streak as he bounces that pitch foul over on the first base side. Going back to Lugbauer, mentioned the on-base percentage as he came in second in the league in on-base percentage, 4th in OPS, 9th in batting, and 10th in slugging percentage. Shane Langelier's second in OPS right now, and Lugbauer is 4th. 2 on and 2 out the pitch. In the dirt, low gets away from the catcher Fortes. Here comes Trey! And it's 1-0 Braves here in the bottom of the first inning. Over to third base will go Lugbauer. And still a chance to add to this lead as Harris scoots home on the wild pitch. Well, just kind of snuck underneath the glove and between the legs of the catcher Fortes. As the Braves now take the early lead. Runner at third base, nobody out. Here's the right-hander's pitch, a fastball there, a swing and a miss by Shoemake. I'll have to protect now with 2 strikes. So Lugbauer at third. 2 outs, Shoemake in the box. Braves so far a run on 2 hits here in this bottom of the first inning. They're having to announce the counts and things. That scoreboard's still not up and running yet tonight here at Trustmark Park. Runner at third base. Here comes the next from McCambly. Swing and a miss. He gets his first Double-A strikeout to end the bottom of the first inning. Braves strike first on 2 hits. A wild pitch brings in Trey Harris as we move to the top of the second inning. One in the books. Braves 1 at Pensacola. Nothing in Game 5 of this 6-game series here in Pearl. On to the top of the second inning, 1-0 Braves, thanks in part to a wild pitch that scored Trey Harris from third base. 2 hits in that first inning. And back to work goes Bryce Elder, now pitching with a lead, the former Texas Longhorn. He had a scoreless first inning. 1 run on 2 hits. Braves leave 1 on base. Foul tap that time as Nick Fortes leads things off for Pensacola. Fortes, Pompey, and Mahan, 4, 5, and 6. Due up for the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. Facing Elder the next day, a slider misses low and outside. Wrap up this series and this homestand tomorrow. At 2:05, scheduled first pitch. Fastball misses inside to Fortes. 3 balls and a strike on Fortes. Tristan Pompey to follow, who homered in the game yesterday. That was the only blemish on the outing by Victor Vodnik, as Elder gets a swing and a miss that time from Fortes. Former Ole Miss catcher, the 2018 SEC Tournament Most Valuable Player. Batting .272 with 2 home runs. 18 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. Grounder up the middle, picked up by Braden Shoemake. Throws out to Fortes for out number 1. 4 up and 4 down. Going to bring in Tristan Pompey. Well, yesterday, Victor Vodnik made his first start coming off the injured list. He had retired the first 6 batters. Pompey hit a line drive home run onto the berm out there in left center field. That was his first home run for Pensacola, as the pitch by Elder misses outside. 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Pompey hitting at 203, a home run, 10 RBIs. 2 for 2 in the game yesterday. A home run, the 2 runs batted in. Walked twice. He drove in 2 runs, 3 for 5 in the series with 3 RBIs and 2 walks. Elder's ready, gets the sign from Shea. The pitch. That was that slider. That's down. It touched the top of the dirt as Shea Langoliers grabs it. Shea flashing the signs. Now Elder delivers. Another one of those breaking balls he just can't quite get a good grip on, as the pitch bounces in the dirt. Now 3 balls and a strike to Pompey. Former Kentucky Wildcat. You got the back-to-back Kentucky Wildcats here. Pompey and Mahan. Both played their college baseball there, as Elder delivers. And a fastball high and outside is ball 4. And he draws the base on balls. First base runner now for Pensacola. And a runner at first base with 1 out for first baseman Riley Mahan. Mahan, 3 out of 10 in the series, had a 2-run double in the game that was suspended on Wednesday. Rays would win that ball game 4-3 after we played 5 innings on Wednesday. Now time is called. It's called by John Binkin out there, is in the field. The ball came over that wall out there in left center field from the berm. Kids out there having a lot of fun. Good crowd tonight, and they're still filing in. Weather hasn't dampened the crowd at all. Over 3,100 last night here at the ballpark. As the offering there, a swing and a miss. Mahan was 0 for 3 in the game yesterday with an RBI. On deck is J.D. Osborne. Got that scoreboard back online up there. All the connections right. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses down and inside for a ball. Mahan batting .237, coming in with those 3 home runs, 18 runs batted in. Facing off against Elder for the first time. Elder facing off against the Montgomery Biscuits twice in that series. Had a great start, I thought, on Sunday. Battled as the liners head out towards left field. Moving back a few steps to make the catch is Jacob Pearson. Heading back towards first base. They may double it up. They will. A double play as Pompey, I think, didn't know how many outs there were. I think he thought there were 2 outs. And so he gets doubled up at first base. As Pompey, see, watching the replay, he was taken off all the way thinking there were 2 outs instead of 1. And Tristan Pompey doubled up on the 7-6-3 Twin Killing. We go to the bottom of the second inning here at Trustmark Park with the Braves on top of the Pensacola Blue Wahoos 1-0. Well, Wendell Rijo will lead us off as we start this bottom of the second inning. Rijo trying to bunt his way on. He wants it fouled down that third base line. Rijo madness here at Trustmark Park last night. As Rijo hit that walk-off single in the bottom of the ninth inning with 2 outs, scoring Justin Dean. Great to see those post-game smiles, those great photos by our team photographer Tate Nations last night. I think Tate was trying to catch up with Justin Dean, almost running as fast as he was out there to get in the middle of that and get those great photos. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball a little bit upstairs, a ball. Robert Nunez, our home plate umpire tonight. Shedrick Rogers, who is filling in as our crew chief in this series. Sam Birch will be one of the umpires in the Futures game tomorrow as Rijo fouls one straight back. He was just off that 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Rijo on the season hitting .255 with 8 home runs and 20 RBIs. 1 for 5 last night. Up to now a 6-game hitting streak. 4 for his last at 12. With a home run, 2 RBIs, and 3 runs scored in this series. Native of La Romana, Dominican Republic. Pitch on the way. A fastball high and inside as Rijo is forced out the plate a little bit. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No runs, no hits for Pensacola. 1 run, 2 hits for the Braves. The Atlanta Braves taking on, of course, the Miami Marlins in such a difficult moment to watch with Ronald Acuna Jr. injuring that knee. If we hear anything on Ronald, that right knee, certainly pass it along to you, but it didn't look good. That's really all we know, and just hope for the best with Ronald. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swinging a ball popped up behind the plate. Fortes will give it a look. But it'll land into the stands right down below behind home plate. It was right in somebody's lap down there, I think. Got to be on your toes. Full count on Rijo. It'll be Rijo, Pearson, Miller, 6, 7, and 8. 3-2 payoff pitch. High and inside for a ball, and he walks him. So a base on balls issued to Wendell Rijo, and the Braves have a base runner to start this bottom half of the second inning. I'm going to bring in Jacob Pearson, who is playing in his second game of this series. 0 for 1, but does have a sacrifice fly RBI. In the game on Tuesday, Braves riding a 5-game winning streak into today's ballgame. Their second 5-game winning streak of the season. As McCambley works out of the stretch now. The first offering a fastball at 92 on that outside corner. Braves started this homestand on Tuesday with an 8-1 victory. Spencer Strider got that win. And came back and we played 5 innings, 4.5 on Wednesday before rain suspended play. Finished the game on Thursday. It was Braden Shoemaker that had the go-ahead RBI single in the 8th inning. Won that game 4-3. Then the nightcap on Thursday, a 7-inning ball game, a 9-5 comeback victory. Braves poured it on, 6 runs in the 8th inning to win 9-5. Went up 9-4, won it 9-5. 3 home runs in that one. And then last night, it was a 5-4 come from behind victory, trailing 4-1. Going to the bottom of the 6th inning, they come back to win it 5-4 in the walk-off by Rijo. 2-1 pitch, bounces in the dirt low. Of those 6 walk-off victories, 5 different players have provided the walk-offs. Twice Shea Langoliers, but 4 other guys providing walk-offs this year. And Jalen Miller, Carlos Martinez. Last night it was Mr. Wendell Rijo. Check on that runner at first, and back in goes Wendell. Second on the team with those 6 stolen bases. Bryce had 2 hits in the first inning, a single by Harris, a double floated down that left field line by Lugbauer. Check on that runner at first. Lugbauer now with a 4-game hitting streak as well. A lot of guys on streaks. Of course, the longest streak on the team, 12 games by Shoemake. Campbell's next offering, a fastball pulled foul down that first base line. Impressive young right-hander for this Miami Marlins organization. 3rd round pick, 75th overall in last year's draft out of Coastal Carolina. Walked only 4 batters compared to 64 strikeouts across his first 46 innings pitched this year. 16-1 strikeout to walk ratio. 3-2 pitch fouled away by Jacob, and he stays alive. Named the 7th Coastal Carolina player to be selected in the top 3 rounds of the draft, and highest pick since Jacob May went in the 3rd round. It was the 91st pick for the Chicago White Sox back in 2013. The Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina. The Braves have a former Coastal Carolina Chanticleer in Will Latcham. Years older than Mr. McCambly. There goes Rijo. Curveball bounced up the middle, slowly hit. Second baseman charging on it and hurrying to throw Hairston. It's in time to get the speedy Pearson, but staying out of the double play, or at least that force out. Moving up to second base is Rijo. That was a long at bat. As Jalen Miller will step in with an RBI chance. That runner at second base with less than 2 outs. Wendell in scoring position. Drawing a walk. Braves coming in the best record in the AA South. It's 3rd best in all of AA baseball, 36-22. Only 1 game back of Frisco, though, for the best record in all of AA baseball. How about that? Here's the right-hander's first pitch. McCambly's curveball bounces in the dirt low. Great job by our grounds crew today. They may be small in number, but they're big in heart, I tell you. Tyler Siebert and his crew. Runner at second base, Rijo in scoring position. 1 ball, no strikes on at Miller. McCambly checks out there, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball that time to Jalen. What a series it's been for Jalen Miller. The Atlanta kid is 1 for 4 yesterday. 2 RBIs. Had that 2-run single in the 6th. Bring the Braves within a run. At 4-3. 4 for 13 in the series. A home run. 5 RBIs, and he scored twice. The 1-1 pitch. Another curveball. This one bounces in the dirt, and McCambly a little bit frustrated with himself as he bounces another one of those great curveballs that he has and possesses in his repertoire. It's Marlins organization, lots of great talent. Runner at second base with 1 out, 2 balls and a strike on Jalen Miller. Looking now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball sails a bit high, 3 balls and a strike. McCambly, the number 21 prospect in their organization, according to MLB Pipeline. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch now to Miller. Fastball outside. That's ball 4. So another walk in the inning, and this is 2 walks coming into the season, or coming into this start in the season. Only 6 walks in his first 58 innings. He's walked 2 so far in this second inning. So a very untypical outing right here for McCambly, who has now struck out 1 and walked 2. And now a runner at first and second base with 1 out, and the batter will be Grayson Genesta, left-handed batter who is swinging a hot bat right now, 4 for his last 8. And on a 4-game hitting streak as well, batting .417. Tell you what, I almost thought Genesta had a walk-off home run in the 9th inning last night. He yanked it down that right field line as their pitching coach out there talking it over with him, Tim Norton, former Yankees farmhand. Entire infield coming in on that conversation. We've talked about it with Spencer Strider and Bryce Elder, and any of these guys making their Double-A debut. There's always some nerves. There's some excitement. A lot of emotions when you're moving up another level and making your debut, especially when you're in your first professional season. McCambly's had such a phenomenal year with the Beloit Snappers. In his first start back on May 4th, the opening night starter for Beloit, High A affiliate for the Marlins. As Genesta looks out, the left-handed batter, the pitch. Fastball at the knees, called a strike, and it's 0-1. Genesta on the season hitting .203, 7 home runs, 19 RBIs. Mentioned in the series, 4 for 8, a home run, which was over the batter's eye in center field on Tuesday night. 2 on and 1 out here. The runners take their lead out there. The 0-1 pitch, he lays off of it. It's a called strike, 0-2. He probably would like to have that one back. Genesta knew it. So he has to protect now. 0-2 on deck. The leadoff hitter, Justin Dean. Ready is McCambly, and now here comes the 0-2 pitch. And time is called. Braves team, a lot of guys on hitting streaks right now. 4-game streak for Genesta. Dean on deck, a 3-game hitting streak, the 0-2. Swinging a high pop fly into shallow right center. The second baseman out there on the outfield grass, about 10 steps, will make the catch. And that's the second out. So now 2 on, 2 out for Justin Dean. Mentioned the walk-off wins. Jalen Miller had the first walk-off hit for the Braves this year. That was back on May 29th. That was that Saturday, May 29th against Montgomery that really kind of kick-started a big run for this Braves team. It was a 1-0 walk-off in 10. Jalen Miller's sacrifice fly. Then the next night on the 30th, and that night game for Memorial Day, it was a 2-1 walk-off single by Shea Langoliers. There's that curveball, and Justin takes it outside and low for ball 1. Then in the series against Birmingham, again Saturday, Sunday, June 19th, Birmingham 3-2 victory on a Trey Harris scoring on a wild pitch. Next night on the 20th, it was a Shea Langoliers long bomb to win 7-6 over the Birmingham Barons. Taking 5 out of 6 from Birmingham. The 1-0 pitch. Low outside, gets away from the catcher Fortes. Another wild pitch. It's very unlike Zach McCambly as he falls behind now on another hitter. And his second wild pitch of this ball game. Runners now at second and third with 2 outs. As Rijo goes to third, Miller goes to second base. Then it was Carlos Martinez on June 25th against the Smokies on that Friday night with a 4-3 walk-off home run. That was in his first game back. And, of course, last night, the walk-off single by Wendell Rijo in the bottom of the ninth. Breaking ball inside, and it hit him. It was a big curveball that time, and tell you what, McCambley's just not able to get good. I don't know if it's grip or good whatever. And get his pitches over right now. Bouncing a lot of breaking balls. His command just has not been there for whatever reason as he hits the batter that time. And now 2 outs for Trey Harris. Pitch low and outside for a ball. 1-0 on Harris. Bases full of Braves. A chance to extend this 1-0 lead here in this second inning. No activity in that bullpen yet. Bases are loaded. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside. Now 2 balls and no strikes. So Dean hit by a pitch to load the bases. And right now, if it's not right in your wheelhouse, I would probably take a pitch here. The wind has died down quite a bit. Harris in that box on the right side. Here comes the right-hander's pitch. A big swing and a miss that time on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And it's 2-1 on Trey. Average up to 263 with a base hit in his first at-bat. He's hit in now 8 of his last 9 games. One in the gap right here would score 3. And the Braves a early lead. Or extend their early lead. 2-1 pitch, or the 2-1 pitch is lined down that right field line into the corner. If it stays fair, it's trouble. It is up against the wall. Here comes 1 run, 2 runs now scored. Dean comes around third. He's going to score, and there you go. A double and 3 RBIs for Trey Harris on a 2-1 pitch. And the Braves lead it now 4-0. When is shot down that right field line. As Harris drives in 3. How about this club? 4-0. Fastball in there for a strike to Shea Langoliers. Again, with 2 outs, they do it as well. 4 runs on 3 hits. They take advantage of those 2 base on balls and the hit by a pitch as they all score on the first hit of the inning. Langoliers hit one deep to center his first time up. He flied out. The 0-1. Line down that right field line. This is trouble. Going over is Peyton Burdick near the line. The catch is made, and the side will be retired. But the Braves score 3. Trey Harris, RBIs number 19, 20, and 21 on the season as he clears the bases with a double. And the Braves now lead it 4-0 over Pensacola. Well, we go to the top half of the third inning after 2. The Braves jump out to a 4-0 lead. 3-run double there by Trey Harris. And Mississippi now a commanding 4-0 lead. Looking for a 6th consecutive win with the first 6-game winning streak of the season. As J.D. Osborne will lead off for Pensacola. Three infooters on that left side for J.D. Osborne, who bats to lead off this top half of the third inning. 7, 8, and 9 facing off against Bryce Elder. Now pitching with a 4-run lead, this former Texas Longhorn. We traded one Longhorn for another. And Elder keeping Nolan Kingham's number 58 that he wore. Rounder pulled foul down that left field line, and it's 1-1 to Osborne. 1 for 3 with a run and a walk in the series, riding a 3-game hitting streak into today's ball game. Osborne playing in his 9th game for Pensacola. Elder winds, and the 1-1 pitch on the way is yanked into the stands and foul. Look out over there. I think it hit a chair, thankfully. And it bounces out onto the field in shallow left as Braden Shoemaker will go over there and get that to baseball. Great crowd tonight, continuing to pile into Trustmark Park on this Saturday night. Maybe you get close to 4,000 tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball beauty, a called 3rd strike. It was a slider, not the curveball, but Osborne down on strikes regardless, and that's out number 1. Strikeout number 2 for Elder. Take a look at that. You see the big bender that time. A lot of curveball principles there, but he does call it a slider. That vertical break. Elder winds, and now the next offering, a fastball high and inside for a ball to Connor Justice. Former Mobile Bay Bear. With a 136 batting average, a home run, 9 RBIs, 2 for 9 in the series. Elder works quickly, and here's a swing and a ground ball sharply hit to third. Great pick out by Wendell Rijo. And he throws out Justice for out number 2. How about Bryce Elder so far? Only blemished that walk to Tristan Pompey. He was erased on the double play. Kind of a tough base running blunder there as Rijo smiling over there at third base, always smiling. He comes into play even with the bag here. Top of the 3rd, 4-0 Braves. Pitch by Bryce is pulled foul down that third base line. Nice play over there. Fan in the front row down past that third base dugout. Play shortstop. Elder gets his sign from Shea, and now here comes the 0-1 pitch. Getting that slider that catches the outside corner. Great command so far tonight from Bryce Elder. He gave up 3 runs in the first inning of his first start last Tuesday in Montgomery. The 0-2 pitch was on June the 29th. And that breaking ball misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But on Sunday against that tough Biscuits lineup, he picks up his first Double-A victory. 5 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. As that slider gets a check swing and a miss. Tell you what, Mr. Elder is on tonight. 2 more strikeouts in this 3rd inning, 3 in the ball game, and he has faced the minimum so far. Look at that nice breaking pitch. So Devin Harrison down on strikes. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Braves on top of the Blue Wahoos, 4-0. Drew Lugbauer leads off for the Braves as we start the bottom half of this 3rd inning. The Atlanta Braves pick up that 5-4 victory over the Miami Marlins. Well, the Atlanta Braves get back to 500 as well. 44-44. Max Fried picks up the win. His 6th on the season. The 1-0 pitch on the way to Drew, and a check swing foul tap goes over there towards that third base dugout. 4-0 Braves. A 2-out, 3-run double down the right field line by Harris. Able to put the Braves up by 4. Looking for a 6th consecutive victory. Here's the wind, the pitch by McCambley, and that breaking ball misses high and away. You can tell he's just still frustrated out there, not being able to locate that breaking pitch, which a lot of times, it has been this year for sure, his bread and butter out there. 2-1 pitch on the way to Lugbauer. He takes that fastball high and outside, 3-1. Of course, if we hear any updates on Ronald Acuna Jr., we'll certainly pass those along to you as he left the ball game. A leg injury. 3-1 pitch is a ball, and it's a walk issued to Drew. So far, McCambly, 2 innings of work. He has walked now 3. He's already tonight walked half of the amount of walks he had coming into today's ball game. Over 57 innings. So Lugbauer draws the walk. And now here comes Braden Shoemake. Lugbauer on base now for the second time. That on-base percentage with that walk puts him over 400. With that on-base percentage this year, he came in second in the league at .392. Here's Shoemake now, who struck out his first time up. Pitch by McCambly is a strike over on the outside corner. 0-1. Cambley has not had a ton of first pitch strikes so far. 55 pitches, only 27 strikes so far for him. Working behind, this is a rare time where he's working ahead. Throws that big curveball, and that time he locates it for a strike, I guess, on the outside corner. Looked to be a bit outside. Robert Nunez calls that a strike, 0-2. Much to the chagrin of Shoemake, and I can understand why. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball bounces in the dirt. That time Fortes able to block it up, and Lugbauer stays at first base. Great crowd tonight. 2:05 first pitch scheduled for tomorrow. Easter in July tomorrow as well. An Easter egg hunt at 1:30 here. Why Easter in July? Well, why not? Everybody's got their Easter bench ready for tomorrow. The 1-2 pitch is popped up. Third base side, foul territory. Catcher is there. And on the grass, he makes the catch for the first out. As Shoemake pops out in foul territory. Going to bring in Wendell Rijo. Wendell's quickly becoming, and rightly so, a fan favorite here for the Braves this year. Such an infectious personality. The Atlanta Braves win 5-4. 3-game winning streak now for the Atlanta Braves as well. Chance to sweep the Marlins tomorrow. How about the Major League Baseball draft? The first round is tomorrow night out there in Denver. 1 game left for Atlanta before they break for the All-Star game, which will be on Tuesday in Denver, hosted by the Colorado Rockies. But right now, a lot of the focus of Braves fans is on the health of Ronald Acuna Jr. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball high and inside to Wendell. 1 ball, 1 strike. Also want to give a shout out to Greg Cupstead of the City of Pearl. Our production crew got that center field camera back going as well. Just a huge addition. I know a lot of hard work went into that. Weather damage to the old one. A lot of things having to be replaced because of weather this year. It's been crazy. 1 ball, 1 strike on Rijo. The pitch. Curveball blooped out towards shallow right field. This may drop. This is like his walk-off single last night. Heading first to third off with seeing that ball down was Lugbauer. He goes first to third. I was watching him out of the corner of my eye going first to third, and I thought, oh boy, if he gets to that, he is going to be out at first base. But he gave it a look, and he quickly thought early on that right fielder, Peyton Burdick, would not get to it. And Wendell Rijo smiling over there at first base as he has another base hit. And Rijo has been killing these Pensacola Blue Wahoos. So now runners at the corners with 1 out for Jacob Pearson. The corners play in. The middle plays deep up the middle on the infield for Pensacola. And he chases after that off-speed pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 1. This Braves team offensively heating up. Now an 8-game hitting streak for Wendell Rijo, which ties his previous 8-game hitting streak, which was the longest until now Braden Shoemake's 12-gamer. Pitch bounces in the dirt low. Good block up by Fortes, and it's 1-1. Activity starting and is underway in that Pensacola bullpen out there in right center field. Someone just standing on that bullpen mound out there as McCambley looks over towards that runner at first base. They always say the biggest jump for a professional ball player's career is that jump from single A to double A. That's what McCambley's doing here. It requires, unless you are just a phenomenal talent, some adjustments, whether you're a hitter or a pitcher. As a pitcher, you will get a lot more contact on some of your pitches than you would get in single A, where there's, say, more swing and misses. 1-2 offering now to Pearson. Runner at first base goes, and the pitch is fouled away. So Rijo will head back towards first base. Count 1-2. As a hitter, not the same. You got a lot of pitchers who can more consistently locate their pitches, plus they usually have a good second pitch. A lot of times, especially in low A, you can see a pitcher get away with just a great fastball. But you got to be able at this level to really have that second pitch and throw it for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Pearson, the pitch. Swinging a tapper foul, he stays alive. Saturday night here at Trustmark Park, the kid from West Monroe. We have a lot of Embrace fans over in Monroe, Louisiana, making that drive down 20. On an hour 45 or so to Monroe, Louisiana. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball pulled down the first base line, but foul. Fielded just to the foul side of that bag by Riley Mahan. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Pearson working a pretty good at bat here. I want to imagine McCambley's on a little bit of a tighter leash here in this third inning. It's 4-0 Braves. 1 run in the first inning, 3 runs in the second. 4 runs on 4 hits. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way now from the 22-year-old. Swinging a ground ball this time. It is fair down the first base line. Stepping on the bag, getting the 1 out is Mahan. He throws home, and they double up the Braves as Lungbauer tagged out, running into that out. And just some tough luck there as that hard hit ground ball turns into a 3-2 double play. Not very conventional to end the third inning. Braves get no runs on a hit. They strand 1, and we have played 3 onto the 4th with the Braves on top, 4-0. Well, on we go now to the top of the 4th inning. It's turned out to be a really nice night for baseball. That kind of the threat of rain, and the rain has cooled the temperature off a little bit. It's 80 degrees, cloudy skies, but it is not threatening rain, that kind of clouds. There's a swing and a hard hit ground ball pulled foul down that first base line by Pensacola leadoff man Gally Cribbs Jr. Former Jackson General. I was just looking on the Twitter machine and saw a photo from Jackson, Tennessee, his old stomping grounds. Where he played 2 seasons, won 2 championships for the Generals. I think Trey Harris got to that ball and he just chunked it. Out there somewhere into foul territory. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cribbs, but they're hosting the Winnipeg Gold Eyes as the ground ball's pulled down that first base side. Picked up by Jalen Miller as he goes way over into the hole between first and second to get that ball, and he throws out Cribbs. Well, what a night so far for Mr. Bryce Elder. Elder so far tonight has faced the minimum, just the walk to Tristan Pompey in the second inning. He was erased on a base running blunder in which left fielder Jacob Pearson made the catch, and then they doubled him up at first base. He thought there were 2 outs, but there were only 1. First pitch in there for a strike to Peyton Burdick, but everything is where he wants it to be. The command has been phenomenal for Bryce Elder. It's been the opposite for Zach McCambley. Both these guys 2020 draft picks. Elder making his 3rd AA start. McCambley making his 1st. The 1-1. Fastball a little bit high. A couple of guys who both their organizations think very, very highly of. Even though McCambley hasn't pitched the way he would like tonight, he's going to be a really, really good pitcher. The 2-1 pitch is a strike over on that inside corner. It's 2-2. 3 1/3 so far for Elder. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Making his home debut. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got the swing and a miss on the slider down. Langeliers picks it up, fires it down to first base, and they complete his 4th strikeout of the ball game. A good start here for Elder. He's not going to overpower you necessarily with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball like a Victor Vodnik or even a Spencer Strider. But it is his command in that great slider to go along with that fastball that has a lot of movement on it. It makes him so good as he misses with that breaking ball downstairs. One thing that's interesting about Elder and Strider, and I talked with Strider the other day and mentioned the fact that when he came up, he didn't know that Elder was coming basically a few days later. Strider's made 3 starts. This is the 3rd now for Bryce. 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike as that slider is located beautifully to J.J. Bleday. 2 outs here in this top of the 4th inning, but these 2 guys are paired together. They're roommates on the road. As the 1-1 pitch is low and inside, and Spencer really talked about how nice it is to have a guy like Bryce Elder, even though they did not know each other. Spencer went to Clemson. Bryce went to Texas. Didn't know each other previously, but they're similar in the fact they were both drafted last year in the crazy 2020 draft. 5th rounder was Elder, 4th rounder was Strider. So they've become good friends, have a lot of things in common, and it's great to have a guy that kind of knows your timeline as well as he misses outside on a 3-1 pitch to J.J. Bleday, and he issues his 2nd walk. It's always nice to have that person you can kind of relate to, feed off of, and also challenges you, because those guys are competing for spots and they want to be the best they can be. And there's a couple of good ones. Spencer Strider and Bryce Elder. Strider's scheduled to go tomorrow in the series finale against Edward Cabrera, a rematch of Game 1 on Tuesday. Already getting media requests from folks up in East Tennessee. Some of the old friends who covered him in high school in the state of Tennessee. Spencer Strider, who went to CAK, Christian Academy of Knoxville. Want to see him pitch at home as we take on the Smokies next week. 1-0 pitch on the way. A fastball high and inside, about a half hour or so from where Spencer Strider played a high school ball. Will be playing next week. I think he's scheduled to pitch. Everything is so obviously probable, but scheduled to pitch next Saturday. But they're already itching to see their hometown kid come back home. That's always a lot of fun. It was fun last night seeing a couple of former Mississippi State Bulldogs get just a remarkable ovation last night. Preston Johnson, Tanner Leggett. That was cool. That was really, really cool last night. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Back to the fastball that time after a visit by Langeliers. One thing that Strider talked about the other day was the fact he was looking forward to pitching to Shea Langeliers. Of course, his great reputation as a defensive catcher, but as a pitch caller as well. 2-1 offering. So we're going to ground ball, hard hit, but right to the third baseman, Rijo. A short throw to second base, and they force out the lead runner, Bleday. And that will send us now into the bottom of the 4th. So Bryce Elder puts up another 0. He does issue a walk, his 2nd issue. But as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, the Mississippi Braves trail The Mississippi Braves lead the Pensacola Blue Wahoos 4-0. Well, we go now to the home half of the fourth inning. Braves up 4-0. Run in the first, 3 runs in the second, and Jalen Miller leads things off against the right-hander for Pensacola. McCambly back to work, and he throws that breaking ball, gets a take, going outside. Braves looking to win their 6th in a row. 5th straight in this series will be the first 6-game winning streak of the season. Fastball in there for a strike. Was talking with Matt Withrow a little bit, where we were doing a on-field pregame interview, and he was just talking about all the different things this team is doing kind of for the first time. He was talking about the home runs. Of course, Matt was here back in 2017 when the Braves hit the most home runs in a single season that they have hit since the team came here in 05, which was 98. That was the Ronald Acuna Jr. year. Pitch low and outside, bounces in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jalen. And just talking about how I just have never seen a team that, number one, feeds off each other like this one. And then, of course, the power that this team has. Already so far this year, 66 home runs in 58 games. There's a check swing on a fastball up that time, but no swing on the appeal down to first base. Shedrick Rogers, who is filling in for Sam Birch, who is at the Futures game. Futures game will be tomorrow. All-Star festivities get going tomorrow as the next by McCambly's popped in the air towards right center field. Who wants it? Right fielder calls everybody off. That's Peyton Burdick as he makes the catch. And that's out number 1. 1 away now as Grayson Genista will come up. 8-9-1 Miller, Genista, and Dean due up. Draft tomorrow night as well. Looking forward to that home run derby as well with Shohei Ohtani. What, he hit a 462-foot home run last night? 462? Gracious. I don't think we truly, sometimes we were kind of talking with earlier with Alex about you kind of go to Anaheim and you kind of lose track of guys. They don't necessarily get as much attention as some teams, but I don't think we really fully grasp what Shohei Ohtani's doing right now. On the mound and, of course, at the plate, leading the majors in home runs. 2-0 count on Genista. On deck is Dean. Here's the 2-0 offering. It's taken outside for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Futures game. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Low and inside for a ball, and he walked him. That's the 28th walk drawn this year for Grayson Genista, as he came in 7th in the league in drawing walks. On base again here. And that'll bring in Justin Dean. The Braves have had a runner on in every inning against Zach McCambly tonight. They continue to have activity in their bullpen. Of course, it's Drew Waters who will be representing the Braves at Coors Field, as well as Michael Harris at the Futures game. Waters had a great night last night. He was 4 for 4. Hunter Bluff's going over there at first base. Jennison, the pitch is taken for a strike called on the inside corner by Dean. That game will start as we do at 2 o'clock tomorrow at Coors Field on MLB Network. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a high fly ball deep towards center field. Blade going back. He's at the track. He looks up, and it is over the wall. Kiss it goodbye. Hits the very top of the wall, then the batter's eye. And Justin Dean hits his 3rd home run of the season. 6-0. So Dean has stretched the hitting streak as well to 4. And Justin to the deepest part of the yard. I couldn't tell if it hit the top of the wall and stayed in or if it got over. Here's a replay. Oh, wow. It did hit over the side. That is up against that batter's eye. So Dean to straightaway center field. It's his third home run, 407 feet. So the home run, the 11th allowed this season by McCambly, first in Double-A, and now the Braves have 67 home runs, one ahead of Birmingham for second most in the Double-A South. 6 runs scored so far on 5 hits. As Trey Harris takes the first couple of pitches for a ball, it's 2-0. It was really without the benefit of a ton of breeze. There's a breeze blowing out of the southeast again, but not necessarily towards straightaway center field. He crushed that thing. Not many go where that ball went out there to straightaway center field. As Pensacola has activity. It's like Jose Mesa Jr. out there throwing in the bullpen. Next offering is a strike to Trey. And it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ready is McCambly in the pitch. That breaking ball bounces in the dirt. That curveball low and outside. His pitch count is up over 80 now. That was the 85th pitch. Only 44 have been for strikes, so really about 50% of his pitches for the 22-year-old out of Coastal Carolina have been for strikes. He struggled with that command. And kind of been pitching from behind and trying to catch up all game long. Pitch outside, ball 4. That's his 5th walk. He came in with 6 walks this season in his first 57 innings. And he has 5 tonight as Trey Harris draws the base on balls. Of course, having to face one of the best teams in minor league baseball right now, this Embrace club. Has a lot to do with it as well. So a walk is issued after the home run. Kevin Randall will take the ball from McCambly, and we'll have a Riverbend Tire Center call to the bullpen. So a new pitcher coming in. We'll take a break, come back, and tell you more about Mesa right after this on 103.9 WIAB. Well, Shea Langoliers will be first up to face Jose Mesa Jr., who comes into the ball game in relief of Zach McCambly. As Mesa readies himself, and a first pitch fastball is a little bit high, says home plate umpire Robert Nunez. Son of the great reliever, Jose Mesa Jr. Coming on, making his 11th appearance, 2-0, a 6.52 earned run average, 19 1/3 innings, 8 walks, 18 strikeouts. We've seen a lot of Jose Mesa Jr. this year as he misses low and outside. Now 2 balls and no strikes. This Braves team playing Pensacola 30 total times. Right now the Braves lead it 9-7. Mesa facing off against us for the 5th time. No record. He has an 8.10 ERA against us. 6 earned runs in 6 2/3 innings. As Langoliers swings and fouls one straight back. 4 walks, 7 strikeouts against us. As a staff, they have a 3.93 earned run average coming in against us. A lot of pitchers' duels so far, of course, with the great starting pitching for both teams. 6-0 Braves is your score here in the 4th after the home run by Justin Dean. Fastball misses inside, now 3 balls and a strike. JD with his 3rd home run. That was his first since back in May. He had 2 pretty quick out of the gates. As Justin Dean had 2 hits yesterday, plus his 17th stolen bases. Langoliers grounds one to short. Cribb second for 1. A slight bobble, and that bobble cost him a double play. As a relay throw by Hairston was not in time, and beating it out was the Braves catcher. So the fielder's choice keeps the inning alive now as Mesa will face off against Drew Lugbauer. Lugbauer batting for the third time, 2 plate appearances, a double and a walk. For the top on-base percentage guy in the league right now. Mesa delivers and a sharp breaking ball bounces in the dirt low. So McCambley exits after 3 1/3 innings on the mound. Still responsible for that runner on base because of the fielder's choice. 1 ball, no strikes to pitch. Fastball, a strike on the outside corner that time to Lugbauer. Coming into this series, this was going to be just a huge 6-game series in July. And, you're expecting a battle with these Blue Wahoos, and the Braves have just come in and just won some games. They have taken care of business. I was choosing my adjectives. Because this is a good Pensacola team. They really are. They've had some roster moves this week. Obviously, we get a break not getting to face Max Meyer. Eater had a short outing. The Braves have just taken care of business this week, and it's been a lot of fun for Braves fans. A 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-2. Two outs here. Check that scoreboard here. In the next half inning, as Mesa delivers a slider, a check swing that time by Lugbauer. Robert Nunez says he went. And the tag will be applied by Fortes, and that will end the inning. So Mesa comes in, gets a fielder's choice and a strikeout. And we played 4 out of the 5th after a 2-run home run by Justin Dean. The Embrace stretch their lead out. It's now 6-0. Well, we go to the top half of the 5th inning. The Braves add on to their lead. It is now a 6-0 ball game. As Bryce Elder will go back to work. Elder pitching with a 6-0 advantage. After Dean hits his 3rd home run, Tristan Pompey will lead off for Pensacola. Let's take a look at what's going on elsewhere around the AA South tonight. Well, in Chattanooga, they were postponed due to wet field conditions at AT&T Field on a Saturday night. Tennessee and Chattanooga playing Game 5 of that series. Chattanooga holding on to first place by 1 game over Birmingham in that division. First pitch fastball downstairs from Elder. Rocket City and Montgomery tied at 1-1. The game's in the top half of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th down in Biloxi. The Birmingham Barons have a 1-0 lead over the Biloxi Shuckers. 1-0 pitch left alone outside by Pompey. Elder has walked 2. Only base runners so far for Pensacola. It'll be Pompey, Mahan, Osborne. He's faced 1 over the minimum thanks to a double play back in that 2nd inning. He struck out 4. He's walked 2. 3rd AA start for the former Texas Longhorn and 2020 draft pick, the 3-0. Fastball right down Grand Central. Slight breeze blowing out towards left field. Really as comfortable of a night for baseball you'll get in July. Fastball downstairs in the south as the pitch is ball 4. So a walk to start this top of the 5th inning, in Pensacola has a leadoff man aboard for the first time tonight. 3rd walk issued by Bryce Elder, who started his first full professional season with High A Rome and did nothing but just impress. And his first professional win on May 21st against Bowling Green. He tossed a career-high 6 in the 3rd innings, allowed 1 run, 5 hits, no walks, 7 strikeouts in their 6-1 win. Pitch fouled back and out of play that time by Riley Mahan. He struck out 10 and walked none over 6 innings. Back on June 3rd at Bowling Green. That was a 3-1 loss, a no decision for him, though. No earned runs. One total run on 5 hits, no walks, 10 Ks. Fastball misses inside. That's his high as far as strikeouts go. Nearing plate today overall between Rome and Mississippi. 3-1, an ERA right at 3. This is his 12th overall start this season. Came in with 54 innings pitched, 23 walks, 65 strikeouts. Adding to that today as the pitches popped up foul left side into the seats. And a souvenir for one of these patrons here at Trustmark Park. Glad to have you with us on this Saturday night. Time called as Mahan steps out of that batter's box. He's the one that lined into that double play, and Grayson Genesta was pointing over there towards the left field line over there. Looks like a ball or something came over from the Yingling Picnic Pavilion down there as Jacob Pearson goes over to retrieve that. And now back to his post in left field. 3 infielders on that right side as they play Mahan to pull. Elder's ready out of the stretch, and now the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, bounce foul, and he stays alive. One ball, 2 strikes on Mahan. Runner at first base with nobody out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here is the 1-2 once again from Elder. Slider bounces in the dirt low. And it's 2-2. Well, the pitch count right now for Elder still pretty doggone economical. Only 60 pitches so far here in the 5th. Done a great job of working ahead. Not a ton of deep counts. Does have the 3 walks, but for the most part he's been working ahead today. Here's the next by Bryce. A fastball misses up. Now a full count. It's 3-2. 91-mile-an-hour fastball that time. Mahan coming in with a .236 batting average and 3 home runs. Futures game tomorrow. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball hit hard up the middle. Maybe 2. Shoemate goes to Rijo for 1 to first, a double play. That is a unconventional 6-5-3 double play at second base. That's when it's nice to have a guy like Rijo, who's a utility guy, basically playing shortstop with that shift. So Shoemate basically at a deep second base made the throw, and then Rijo got it. Kind of made a jumping throw over there at second base. And they turn the 6-5-3. Twin killing. That's 2 double plays. And now back to 1 over the minimum as a ground ball's hit towards short. There's the second baseman Miller, who is playing over there as he fields it. A low throw. Good pick by Genesta. As that one goes 4-3 on the putout to end the top of the 5th. We're halfway home. 3 walks, the only blemishes so far for Bryce Elder through 5 innings. As we move on to the bottom of the 5th, it's all Braves, 6-0 over the Wahoos. Great crowd on this Saturday night here at Trustmark Park. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Braves up 6-0. And leading things off for Mississippi is Braden Shoemake. Great night for baseball after some stray showers and thunderstorms as Shoemake breaks his bat, grounds it to second. And Hairston has it for the first down as he throws out Shoemake, who is now 0 for 3. Braves sent 6 of the plate in that 4th inning. And a 2-run home run by Justin Dean to extend the lead now to 6-0. As Wendell Rijo will bat for the 3rd time today. He's walked, singled, and scored a run. Nobody right now is hotter than Rijo, and there's a lot of guys that are hot right now on this team. Now an 8-game hitting streak. Came in with a 7-game hitting streak. And he takes a pitch low and inside for ball 1. Trey Harris has been on base 3 times today. Justin Dean's been on base twice. Drew Lungbauer's been on base twice. Of course, Rijo's batting now has been on base twice already in this one. Their starter, Zach McCambley. Outing comes to an end, and you can now see his official line for the ball game. We'll go over that here in just a moment as Mesa delivers a fastball at 91 miles an hour for a strike to Rijo. Final line on McCambley. His first Double-A start. He goes 3 1/3 innings, gives up 5 hits, 6 runs. They were all earned runs as Rijo swings and misses. It's 2-2 on that fastball. He walked 5. He came in with only 6 walks overall this year in his first 10 starts. 57 innings, and he walked 5 tonight. Gives up a home run as Mesa's 2-2 offering to Rijo is left upstairs. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here is the 3-2 payoff pitch. Ground ball pulled foul down that third base line. They play pretty straight away for Wendell Rijo. Six runs on 5 hits so far tonight for the Braves. Overhead wind by Mesa, the pitch. Swung on, grounded right side through the whole base hit. Another Wendell Rijo base hit. He's now 2 for 2 and on base for the 3rd time tonight. So I'm going to bring in Jacob Pearson. Who so far today is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and hit into a double play. Jose Mesa Jr. delivers, and a fastball is outside for ball 1. 91 mile an hour fastball to Jacob. Around the organization tonight, Mississippi Farm Family's Farm Report. As Pearson swings in, foul tips that one into the catcher's glove. 1 ball, 1 strike. AAA Gwinnett still battling it out with Nashville. Seems like they are playing Nashville all the time. I'm sure they say that about us in Pensacola or us in Montgomery. 1-1 pitch. Curveball swing and a miss there by Pearson. 1-2. And around the organization, they're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Gwinnett just scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. And they lead Nashville now 8-0. 1-2 the count on Pearson, the pitch. Fouled straight back that time. He was just off the 92 mile an hour fastball. Gwinnett has 8 runs on 15 hits. And Gwinnett pitching has held Nashville to just 1 hit. Looking at that box score. On the mound for the Stripers, Jose Rodriguez. He went 4 scoreless on 1 hit. Pitch popped up. Third base side foul, ground to play for the third baseman. And the catch is made by Justice. Over there in front of the Braves third base dugout for out number 2 in this bottom of the 5th inning. Braves on top 6-0. Bring in the second baseman now, Jalen Miller. Jose Rodriguez went 4 innings scoreless, no runs, 1 hit, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Dela Cruz, no runs, no hits so far, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts behind Rodriguez. Pitch low and outside, misses for a ball. It's 1-0 to Miller. Offensively for the Braves, William Contreras has 2 doubles. Terrence Gore has a double. Johan Camargo has a double and a home run. No Drew Waters because of the Futures game tomorrow. Pache leading off as here's a swing at a high fly ball out towards shallow left center field. Getting a late break. I don't think he recognized it at first. Pompey does come on to make the catch. And the Braves are retired in the bottom half of the fifth. No runs, one hit, one left on base after 5 complete. It's all Braves here at Trustmark Park. They lead Pensacola 6-0. We played 5 out of the top of the 6th inning, and the Braves have a 6-0 lead over these Pensacola Blue Wahoos. And back to work goes Bryce Elder for his work in the top of the 6th inning. New baseballs to our home plate umpire, Robert Nunez, from tonight's bat boy, which is Victor Vodnik. Doing a phenomenal job. Bryce Elder back to work, the Braves right-handed pitcher. Shane Langelier's flashing the signs, and the pitch by Bryce, a fastball misses high for ball 1. Braves got a run in the bottom of the 1st inning. Trey Harris scored on a wild pitch. And Harris hit a 3-run double in the bottom of the 2nd inning to push the lead to 4-0. 2-run home run by Justin Dean in the bottom of the 4th makes it a 6-0 game. 2-0 pitch now to Justice is high and inside, ball 3. Nobody out there in that Braves bullpen. It's all Bryce Elder right now. And why not? 3-0 pitch. Fastball in. He walks him on 4 straight. So for the 2nd consecutive inning, Elder walks the leadoff man. And now that'll bring in Devin Hairston. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. So the number 9 batter, Hairston, bats for the 2nd time. Despite now 4 walks, just 2 over the minimum for Elder. He's been the benefactor of a couple of double plays turned behind him. Elder, 6'2", 225 pounds, 22 years old, from Decatur, Texas. 3rd Double-A start, his first Trustmark Park start this year. Throws that big bender, and it misses low and outside for ball 1. That's 5 straight out of the zone now. Looking at that pitch count right now for Bryce. That was number 70. Runner at first base. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a tapper foul down that 3rd base line. He became the Friday night starter his last 2 seasons there at Texas. In the draft in 2020, ranked as the number 83 draft prospect by MLB.com. Oh, you see a lot of great comments, but some of his teammates back in 2020, before the season was shut down, called him the greatest leader they'd ever played with. It was also what their coach David Pierce said, one of the best pitchers he's had. Here's a ground ball, double play ball to short. Shoemake second for 1 over to first. How about the 3rd double play of the night? Erases that leadoff walk, and now 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. A conventional 6-4-3 double play. That's the first conventional double play we've had, really. And the 6-5-3 double play last time. That was the 6-4-3 twin killing. Now back to the top of the lineup. Nobody on, and 2 outs for Gally Cribbs Jr. I called him his coach at Texas, David Pierce. Best pitchers that he's ever had pitch for him. It was unbelievable praise. Went to Decatur High School there in Texas. Had back-to-back no-hitters his senior season in the postseason. 1-0 pitch. Broken back grounder to the right side. Have a night, Bryce Elder. He's through 6 innings tonight. He's walked 4 and struck out 4. As we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning here at Trustmark Park, the Braves lead at 6-0 over the Blue Wahoos. Well, just a phenomenal start so far for Bryce Elder. 6 innings of work. And he's kept these Blue Wahoos off the scoreboard so far as the pitch is outside. Ball 1 to Grayson Genista. Back to work is Jose Mesa Jr. Out there breaking bats, and he struck out 4. He's walked 4, has Elder. As the 1-0 pitch is taken for a ball by Genesta. 9-1 and 2. It'll be Genesta followed by Dean and Harris. This Braves team up 6-0. He's playing some unbelievable baseball right now. One of the hottest streaks right now you'll see. 2-0 pitch is outside. This rotation, got a guy like Elder today making his third Double-A start. Spencer Strider will go tomorrow. His fourth Double-A start. You have a guy like Odalvi Javier, who's been so good. Victor Vodnik, who is back. And Hayden Deal, who was your opening night starter in this rotation. A.J. Puckett, who had been pitching really well. Just so many great arms. He was sent down to high A Rome. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch by Mesa to Genesta. Misses low for a ball. And he walks him. So another walk is issued by Pensacola pitching. That's their 6th so far tonight, as Genesta draws the base on balls. Second walk drawn. Now the 29th he's drawn this season. That leads the club. And now back to the top of the lineup for Justin Dean, who hit a 406-foot home run to straightaway center field his last time up. At the top of that little sign that's above the center field wall. There has been some activity in that bullpen, but now this is not good as the trainer's coming out, as well as the manager and the pitching coach for the Blue Wahoos to check on Jose Mesa Jr. Jason Roberts, the athletic trainer, was trotting out, and we'll see what happens. Mesa's going to come out of this ball game. Obviously, something was not right. They noticed it. And maybe a slight little limp as Mesa will come off the field. And they'll have a new pitcher come in with an injury to Jose Mesa Jr. So Kevin Randall out there, he'll give the ball to a new pitcher that will come in for the Blue Wahoos here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 on, nobody out. Justin Dean, the Braves leadoff hitter, will be the batter. And we'll step aside for a Riverbend Tire Center call to the bullpen. This new pitcher will get all the time he needs to get loose after the injury. We'll step aside, and Braves, they're enjoying a 6-0 lead over these Pensacola Blue Wahoos here at Trustmark Park. Riverbend Tire Center call to the bullpen made by Pensacola. They call on Tyler Stevens, who will take over here. Gave up the back-to-back home runs on Tuesday night to Jalen Miller and Grayson Genesta. He'll make his second appearance in this series. And Stevens takes over here with a runner at first base, nobody out, bottom of the 6th inning. In a 6-0 ball game. Braves on top by 6 runs. This team looking for their 6th consecutive victory. Well, the numbers so far this season on Tyler Stevens, he's 3-0. With a 2.86 earned average in 15 appearances, 1 save, 22 innings, 7 earned runs allowed. He's walked 9. He struck out 29. And opponents are hitting just 200 against him. He's allowed 4 home runs. And 2 of those came on Tuesday night. Well, the kids are enjoying a great night here at the ballpark. And certainly the Braves are enjoying a great night for baseball as well. At the Major League level, the Atlanta Braves pick up their 3rd straight win. They knock out the Miami Marlins 5-4. Max Fried got his 6th victory. Will Smith saved his 18th game as well. But right now the attention is to Ronald Acuna Jr.'s health, as he was carted off the field after going after a ball at the warning track. Left the game. They're calling it a leg injury. And don't know really anything else yet. Just hoping and thinking positive thoughts about that. Certainly didn't look good. He was carted off the field. Still being examined. Post-game presser by Brian Snitker. He said probably no more on Sunday morning. And he said obviously they hope it's not as bad as it looked. Didn't have much beyond that for now, said Brian Snitker in his post-game availability today. That's all you can think is positive vibes for Ronald Acuna Jr. So here's Justin Dean as they give Tyler Stevens as much time as he needs to warm up after the injury to Jose Mesa Jr. He exits the ball game. And now Justin Dean steps in and bats on that right side. Stevens, a right-handed pitcher, bends at the waist, looks in to get his sign. Stevens, 6 foot, 215, 25 years old as he delivers a pitch low and outside for ball one. From Alamosa, Colorado, acquired via trade from the Angels back in November of 2018. Runner at first base, Genesta has good speed. Stevens is ready. The pitch is grounded to the third baseman over there. Bobbled at third. The throw, they has to hurry, and he just barely threw across in time to get the speedy Dean. Did Connor Justice. And up to second base on the ground out goes Genesta. So a runner in scoring position for Trey Harris, who has been on base all 3 times so far today. Singled in the first and scored on a wild pitch. Doubled in 3 in the second. And then walked in the fourth. He's had something to do with 4 of these 6 runs. Of course, Dean had the 2-run home run. The straightaway sitter in the fourth. Runner at second base. Here's the pitch on the way and a called strike. The off-speed pitch there by Stevens. 3,808 is the attendance today. So not quite to 4,000, but 3,808 on this Saturday night. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a high fly ball out towards left field. Pompey looking up, and this one's got to come a long way down. He makes the catch. As Harris, if he could have gotten on top of that ball a little bit more, it would have gone into the parking lot where Ramos's went yesterday. And now 2 down for Shea Langoliers. As Harris now 2 for 3 today with a single, double, and 3 RBIs. Plus the run scored. Shea so far today 0 for 3, riding a 5-game hitting streak into the ball game today. Here's the right-hander's pitch. Swinging a high drive deep down that left field line. If it's fair, it's a homer. It is foul. That ball is crushed. Trying to see where that ball even ended up down there. It went beyond the pavilion and heading towards that north gate down there. And it rolled into the parking lot, I believe, as well. Holy smokes, he cranked that ball. See if Shea can straighten one out here as the next day is swing and a miss. Sitting on 14 home runs, tied for the league lead, is Langoliers coming into play today. Facing off against this right-handed pitcher, Tyler Stevens. He had a great season in 2019. He played his college ball at New Mexico. Pitch bounces in there low, a check swing, but no swing, 1-2. Tyler Stevens. Freshman All-American at New Mexico. Runner at second base out there, Grayson Genesta, now with 2 outs here in this bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, he went with that high, hard one that time, and Langoliers could not make contact, and that ends the 6th inning. So Stevens picks up his first strikeout in relief of Mesa and their starter McCambly. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, all Embrace. Do not go anywhere. But the Embrace right now enjoying a 6-0 lead. Well, back door goes Bryce Elder as we get things back started here at Trustmark Park. Great night for baseball. Nearly 4,000 here. Pitch inside, misses ball 1 to Peyton Burdick for Pensacola. They've had 4 base runners. 2 have been erased on double plays. The 4 walks by the right-hander as Burdick delivers a pitch in there for a strike. He's pitching into the Seventh inning for just the second time this year is Bryce Elder. His career high 6 1/3 innings of work. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a bouncing ball foul over towards that third base dugout and into it down there. Elder has pitched a gem so far. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, no runs. Those 3 double plays have come up big. He's faced just 2 over the minimum. The 1-2, swing and a miss. And there's strikeout number 5. So Burnick goes down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. He came in one of the hottest hitters in the minors. Well, we have cooled him off as Elder throws that slider there and a swing and a miss. It's a gorgeous pitch that time. Good look from that nice center field camera. So here is J.J. Bleday now as he takes a first pitch ball from Elder. Bleday came in on a 3-game hitting streak. He's 0 for 1 with a walk so far. 1-0 pitch. Fastball a little bit downstairs. Ball 2. Sun fading away on a really nice night here. Wrap up the series tomorrow, game 6 at 2:05. Braves hopefully will be going for a sweep. They lead 6-0 right now here in the top of the 7th. There's a strike on 2-0, now 2-1. Some light activity in that Braves bullpen. The pitch count for Elder so far is still pretty economical, 81. There's a roller to the second baseman, Miller, who grabs it, throws out Bleday, and that is out number 2. So 2 outs now for catcher Nick Fortes. So now a career high 6 2/3 innings for Bryce Elder. Pitch by Elder on the way, and a slider misses low and outside for ball 1 to Nick Fortes. Grounded out and grounded out twice so far today. The 1-0 pitch. Low outside for a ball. It's 2-0. Elder issued leadoff walks in both the 5th and the 6th, but double plays erased both of those. 5 strikeouts and 4 walks. 3rd Double-A start. Pitch count right now is over 80. It's 85. To get him through 7 innings would be phenomenal here. Activity in that Braves bullpen. There is some activity. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Fastball right down Grand Central. 3 balls and a strike. That longest previous outing, 6 1/3, back on May 21st against the Bowling Green Hot Rods while with Rome. As the 3-1 pitch is hit foul. And he's come back now. It's a full count, 3-2. Made 2 starts in Montgomery. Got his first Double-A victory this past Sunday. 5 innings of 1-run ball. Here's the 2-2, or rather the 3-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Elder. His 6th strikeout, and he's through 7 innings. 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. As he strikes out Nick Fortes to end the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning with the Braves on top of Pensacola at 6-0. Well, back to work goes Tyler Stevens for the Blue Wahoos, facing off against Drew Lugbauer first, and Drew takes a little bit low for ball 1. Well, Bryce Elder is now through 7 innings as he has struck out now 6. He's walked 4, and he has been in control. Pitches outside, 2 balls, no strikes on Drew. It'll be Lugbauer. He'll be followed in this lineup by Shoemake and Rijo. Braves leading at 6-0. 6 runs on 6 hits for the Braves. Stevens delivers, and a fastball misses downstairs. That's ball 3. Anybody reaches, we'll see Jacob Pearson. Braves scored a run in the bottom of the 1st inning After a Trey Harris single, he went all the way to third base. On the double by Drew Lugbauer, who's been on base twice tonight and scored on a wild pitch. Next offering by Stevens misses inside, ball 4, and now for the third time tonight, Mr. Lugbauer is on base. Came in with the second best on base percentage in the league this year, and that has gone up right now above 400. For the Slugbauer, the on base Bauer. Talking it over there with Riley Mahan. As Braden Shoemake will step in. 0 for 3 is Shoemake today. That's here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 on and nobody out. Stevens delivers and he popped him up. Third base side, foul territory. Justice is there. He lost it and it lands on the track. And it bounces into the dugout. He totally lost that ball over there. And a break for Shoemake and the Braves. He'll get a second opportunity here. This is a tough time of night where it's dusk. Still a little bit of sunshine, but most of the lights taking over, and he just lost it. No cloud cover. I'm trying to give him some excuses at least. Shoemake in the box on that left side. Here's the 0-1 from Stevens. Swinging a high pop fly out towards shallow right center field. Harrison, the second baseman, racing out, pointing it out to the right fielder, Burdick, who makes the catch, and that's out number 1. Rays hit the road to Tennessee to take on the Smokies next week. First and only visit to face the Smokies, the AA affiliate of the Chicago Cubs, after taking 4 out of 6 from those guys here. The Braves with the win last night, clinching their 5th series win of the year. They've won 3 of their last 4. The one they didn't win was a split. The team playing some phenomenal baseball as Wendell Rijo steps in, who had the game-winning hit last night. He's been on base 3 times again today with 2 singles and a walk. Scored a run in that second inning. Running an 8-game hitting streak is Wendell Rijo. The Rijo mania, Rijo madness going on here. He has 6 home runs over his last 12 games as well, as he pops this one straight up in the air behind home plate. Fortes gives it a look, but it lands. Hey, nice catch! Brought the glove to the ball yard, too. Look at that. Yeah, smile, young man, wearing that Masters hat. That was a great catch. Sitting in the expensive seats, too, down there. They got that cushion. No balls, 2 strikes on Wendell. Here's the pitch by Stevens. Fastball misses up. Braves have won 5 in a row. 6 outs away from their 6th consecutive win, which would be a season high. The Braves are on their second 5-game winning streak of the season. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a line shot. Hit foul down that third base line. Whew. Kind of towards the end of the bat. Thought he might have broken his bat there for a second, but it's still in one piece. The ball bounces out there into the fair territory. Looks like the shortstop will go out there. Gally Cribbs and flip that ball into the Yuengling Picnic Pavilion. 6 home runs in 12 games for Wendell. In those 12 games, he came in batting .349, 2 doubles, 12 RBIs, 6 walks, 4 stolen bases, and a .451 on base percentage. That'll go up. As today, Wendell is 2 for 2 with a walk. Swinging a ball popped up foul right side. Wendell's really the only guy on this team that has 1,000 at-bats at this level. You think about Rio, he's been around for a while, 9 years in professional baseball. But he's only 25 years old, started playing when he was 16 years old. Signed out of the Dominican Republic, originally by the Boston Red Sox. Playing in his 4th different organization, the 1-2. Fastball upstairs misses to him from La Romana, Dominican Republic. One thing about Wendell, he really is key on this team as Rio steps back in the box. Robert Nunez telling him to get back in. He serves as a translator for a lot of these guys as well. Here's a 2-2 offering now. Swinging a ball fouled straight back out the screen. Rays have activity in that bullpen out there in left field. We'll see if they send Elder back out for that 8th inning, or if his outing will be done after a career high already 7 innings of shutout baseball. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a line shot again, hit down that third base line, left field line, as it bounces this time into the seats. We'll see another 2-2 pitch coming. This will be pitch number 9 in the sequence to Wendell. Been a part of a couple of trades. One sent him from the Red Sox to the Milwaukee Brewers. That was that Aaron Hill deal. He was packaged with Aaron Wilkerson. And a Rule 5 pickup by the New York Yankees. A Rule 5 pickup by the Atlanta Braves. 2-2 offering. It misses for ball 3. So the 10th pitch of the at-bat will be coming to Wendell. On deck is the left fielder Jacob Pearson. Stevens pitching for the 2nd time in this series. Gave up back-to-back home runs to Miller and Genis on Tuesday night, as again he pulls one foul, this time out the front of that dugout. Hey, nice play by Nestor Perez over there. Third base coach for the Braves, who's from the beautiful Canary Islands in Spain. Third base coach. Runner at first base, Drew Lugbauer, who drew a leadoff walk. Fly out by Shoemake. Now the 11th pitch of the at-bat to Rio is popped up into right center field shallow. Coming on, the right fielder, Burdick. And the catch is made, though, by the second baseman, Hairston, out there for out number 2. These guys are having a really tough time locating these balls up in the air this time of the night. A little cloud cover plus the dusk. They're helping each other out. Well, that ball drop over there at third base in foul territory. Tell you what, that young man behind the plate didn't bother him to make that catch, huh? Here's the right-hander's pitch. Fastball there, a swing and a miss by Pearson. I wonder if we can get a replay on just that center field camera, because you can see him back there behind home plate. I don't know. He stood up. He probably was out of that camera's reach just to see him make that catch. Pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Pearson. 2 outs in the inning. Lugbauer over there at first base. They play Pearson pretty straight up infield and in the outfield for the Blue Wahoos. A 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. It's 1-2, and back to that curveball. Did Stevens at 77 miles an hour. Stevens making his 16th appearance, coming in 3-0 with a 2.86 earned run average. Here's the 1-2. Off speed again, fouled straight back by Pearson. Another good at bat by one of these Embrace batters. Great crowd tonight. Looking for a 6th straight win. Daysbel, Hernandez down there in the bullpen. Looks like Daysbel will be coming in. I see him being warmed up by Hendrick Clementina out there. The 1-2. Fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good night for a special night tonight. We'll see if we'll have some fireworks before the fireworks. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, hard hit right side, base hit. Rounding second base, heading towards third. It's bobbled and right out there by Burdick. Lugbauer will still stop at third. Throw goes to second. Pearson's in there safely. And the Braves have two in scoring position. With 2 outs as Jacob Pearson smashes a base hit to right. Ball misplayed out there by Burdick. Pearson never stopped. And he gets into second base. So Pearson into scoring position. Lugbauer to third base. They do charge Burdick with an error to allow him to get to second base, but great hustle. And now here's Jalen Miller, who homered against Stevens on Tuesday. A check swing. A ball down that first base line. Barehanded pickup by Stevens. He throws over Miller down the first base line, and he gets him. Kind of an excuse me swing. 1-3 put out. And we have played 7. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left for the Braves. We go to the 8th inning. Daysbel Hernandez is coming on as the Braves lead it 6-0. You don't want to go anywhere tonight. New pitcher for the Braves is Daysbel Hernandez. This pitching change presented by Riverbend Tire Center, as it'll be Hernandez facing Pompey, Mahan, and Osborne. And what a night for Bryce Elder. A career night for him, as Elder leaves after 7 innings of great baseball. 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. Pitch low and outside for a ball. Walking 4, striking out 6. No runs, no hits. And 4 walks, 6 strikeouts for Elder. He ends up throwing a total of 89 pitches in the outing. 44 for strikes. Pitch fouled out of play on that third base side. So now it's Daysbel Hernandez, the hard-throwing right-hander, who's been good. He's making his 13th appearance. 3-0, a 4.20 earned average. No saves, 15 innings, as he misses with that last delivery. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's given up 7 earned runs. He's walked 7, struck out 21. They're batting .241 against him. Pompey with a pair of walks so far today, on base twice. The pitch lays out the high and outside 97-mile-an-hour fastball. He can touch triple digits. 3 balls and a strike on Pompey. It'll be Pompey, Mahan, and Osborne. Here's the 3-1 pitch. We're going to miss. He blows a fastball by him. Mostly fastball slider from Hernandez. They're deep in the outfield. They're deep and straight away on the infield. Pompey's 3-2 pitch from Hernandez fouled straight back. Rays have 6 runs on 7 hits tonight. 1 in the first. They scored 3 in the second on the 3-run double down that right field line by Harris. And then 2 in the bottom of the 4th on the 2-run home run to center by Justin Dean. 3-2 payoff. Fastball high, and that's the 5th walk issued by Braves pitching tonight. Good at bat there by Pompey as he works his 3rd walk of the ball game. No official at bats tonight. And that brings in Riley Mahan, who's bounced into a pair of double plays. He's 0 for 2. Now 3 out of 12 in this series is Mahan with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. Big gap out there in right center field for him. 3-footers on that right side. They have the shift. That double play in the 5th inning was the unconventional 6-5-3 double play where Rijo still, as he's playing right now, playing shortstop. Hernandez okays his sign after Langoliers flashes them to him. Here's the 1-0 pitch pulled foul and into that first base dugout for the Blue Wahoos. Daysbel Hernandez. A lot of high hopes for this young man. He's 24 years old, from Tolleson, Arizona, born and raised in Cuba. 6'1", 235. Started the year with the AAA Gwinnett Stripers. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slider inside, misses for a ball. It's 2-1. After Mahan, it'll be their designated hitter, J.D. Osborne. Win tonight would be the 6th in a row for the Braves. Up 6-0. Fastball downstairs now 3-1 with that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Wind blowing out towards left field a bit. Old Glory out there, flanked by the Mississippi State flag to its left. Mississippi Braves flag to its right. 3-1. So going to miss. He blows that fastball by him. Upper 90s fastball. On our gun in the ballpark, it was 97. Probably more 98, 99 though. So a full count, 3-2. How about a fourth double play? That'd be okay too. The 3-2 payoffs. We're going to miss. We'll take a strikeout. Another 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Hernandez. And that's out number 1 here in this top of the 8th inning. Reared back, and it's nothing but some country hardball from the right-hander who's going to go back and tuck in that shirt. Seven strikeouts by Braves pitching tonight. First by Daysbel. That'll bring in Osborne now, who has struck out and grounded out so far. Pompey, the runner at first base, being held on over there, sort of, by Grayson Genista. Ronnie delivers, and the fastball at the knees called a strike again, pumping that 97-mile-an-hour heater. Daysbel throws just an easy 97, 98, 99. See what he wants to do here. Runner at first base, now the 0-1 offering. Throws that slider again, a swing and a miss. Just a wipeout pitch that time. And it's 0-2 on J.D. Osborne. On this July the 10th, 2021. Rays up 6-0 the pitch. Slider again, this time hit out that into the bat foul on the first base side. Great crowd. Hernandez ready. Now the 0-2 again. Fastball low. He is peppering a pitch that's on our gun in the stadium at 97. Our gun's usually a tad low, so say 98, maybe 99. Again with that fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the 1-2 pitch. Slider, a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Daysbel. And now 2 outs here in this top of the 8th inning. And the batter will be Connor Justice. Got his first strikeout on the fastball. That was the wipeout slider. And so a pair of strikeouts for Hernandez. And now here comes Connor Justice, who today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Slider, swing and a miss. We've seen the command leave Hernandez at times this year. He had a tough outing in Montgomery. But Daysbel, one of the best, if not the best, relief prospect in this Atlanta Braves organization. Got off to a little bit of a slow start in AAA, but he has righted a lot of that here with Mississippi. Now 23 strikeouts to 7 walks. There's a strike, and it's 0-2. Righty's sitting just 217. Lefty's a little bit higher. Runner at first base with 2 outs. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Connor Justice. Fastball, maybe a little bit high, says Robert Nunez. 1-2. Justice, his average at 136 coming in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk so far today. Former Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket, the Georgia native. Facing the righty of the pitch. Swinging a hard hit ground ball. Picked up by Shoemake to second. And they get the force play for the third out. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Trustmark Park. Well, the Braves on top of these Pensacola Blue Wahoos. It's 6-0. A pair of strikeouts there for Daysbel, Hernandez. And as we move on now to the bottom of the 8th, Braves lead it by 6. Well, as we move on to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Trustmark Park, Alexander Guillen comes on for the second time in the series. And he'll be facing off first against Grayson Jennings. It'll be 9-1-2 to face off against Guillen. Looking ahead to the top of the 9th inning, the Wahoos will have Hairston, Cribbs, and Burdick. 9-1-2 due up. As stepping in on that left side, Grayson Jennings to here. Guillen delivers, and a first pitch change is cut on and missed that time by Jennings. Well, Guillen makes his third appearance for the Wahoos. 0-1, a 4.15 ERA, 4 1/3 innings. 2 earned runs allowed. He's walked none. He struck out 2 so far. Second appearance facing us as he throws a ball that time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitched in the game on Wednesday. 2 1/3 innings. 1 allowed on 3 hits. Was a home run. As the pitch is grounded to the second baseman over there. Fielded by Hairston. And he throws out to Jennings for the first out. So a 4-3 putout that time. McCambly, Mesa, Stevens, and now Guillen. As Justin Dean, who has homered in this ballgame already today, steps in. He bats for the 5th time. He is 1 for 3 with a hit by pitch in the second inning. 2 ground outs, but that third home run of the season, a 2-run shot in the 4th that pushed the lead to 6-0. And the same score since then. The pitch by Guillen is low for a ball. Gave up the 1 home run, did Guillen, in the suspended game. As he looks in and gets that sign, and now the 1-0 pitch on the way to Dean is hit well, deep out towards right field. Back with room, though, is the right fielder Burdick. He's been busy out there. He makes the catch, and that's out number 2 here in this bottom of the 8th inning. And home run that he allowed was to Jeffrey Ramos. We'll have to face Ramos here, but here comes Trey Harris now. Who has had a big day already today, on base 3 times. He singled, he scored in the first, a 3-run double in the second. That really was the big blow. That was with 2 outs as well. Rays jumped out to that 4-0 lead. Then Dean with that 2-run shot. He extended it out to 6-0. The 1-0 pitch. One outside from Guillen. 6'2", 206 pounds, 25 years old, from San Cristobal, Dominican Republic. Marlins signed him as a free agent back in November of last year. Righty's ready, and now the pitch to Trey is a chopper to the shortstop. Picked up by Cribbs. He fires to first, and here we go. We go to the 9th inning at Trustmark Park. 3 outs away from a special night. We go to the 9th inning next. Braves, they lead it 6-0 over Pensacola. Welcome back inside Trustmark Park here in Pearl, Mississippi, as the Braves take the field for the top of the 9th inning. And Daysbel Hernandez gets a swing and a miss for strike 1 on Devin Hairston. Hairston followed by Cribbs and Burdick. 9-1-2. Here in this top of the 9th inning. Rays up 6-0 as Hernandez delivers in a fly ball. Set deep down that right field line. Over is Harris near the line. He makes the catch in fair territory. Harris over there near that side wall runs it down for out number 1. So 1 away here in this 9th inning as we flip the lineup card over for Gally Cribbs Jr. Just a great jump by Trey. Here's the right-hander's pitch, a swing and a miss. Fastball up there at 97 miles an hour again. No balls and a strike. Here's the next to Cribbs from Hernandez. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 98 miles an hour with that fastball from Daysbel. Cribbs 0 for 3 so far today. Fly out on the right, fly out in the 1st inning. Round out in the 4th and the 6th, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Gally Cribbs Jr. 2 outs here in the 9th inning. And here's Peyton Burdick, the right fielder. So Burdick steps in. He's struck out all 3 times. That was facing Bryce Elder, who pitched the first 7 innings. Walked 4, struck out 6. These fans starting to sense something here. As Hernandez delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 with a slider. A lot of them on their feet here in this 9th inning. Wahoos batting here in this top of the 9th inning. Burdick waits the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 on Peyton Burdick. They play straight up, infield, outfield. Daysbel Hernandez pitching behind Bryce Elder. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High and inside, ball 1. 99 mile an hour fastball from Hernandez. Looking for a 6th consecutive victory. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a pop-up back behind the plate. Langolier is going to give it a look, but it's going to reach the seats. And the count remains at 1-2. Another souvenir for the folks right there behind home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in this 9th inning. Here come these fans again, unprompted. They know what is going on. Hernandez, the 1-2 pitch. Slider low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuce is wild now here in this top of the 9th inning. Ready is Daysbel Hernandez. The pitch. Check swing. Just outside with that slider. It was outside, but these fans, they were itching for a strike 3 call there. 7 innings from Bryce Elder in his 3rd Double-A start. Now it's Hernandez. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! The 4th no-hitter in Mississippi Braves history. Bryce Elder for 7. Daysbel Hernandez for 2. And they mob Hernandez out there as this Braves team, they've done everything else this year. The best team in the minors, add a no-hitter to it. They improved to 37-22. And now 33-14 since May 19th. You gotta love the reaction there for Hernandez. Knew exactly what was going on, and how about these fans too? Last one, of course, June 28th, 2019, a combined no-hitter with Ian Anderson and Jeremy Walker. And here today, Daysbel Hernandez, as well as Mr. Bryce Elder combined for the no-no. So the Braves get the no-hitter, Elder and Hernandez, as the Braves take it by the final score of 6-0. 3,808. They witness it here at Trustmark Park in Pearl, Mississippi. So Elder and Hernandez combined for the 4th no-hitter in team history. 4th no-hitter in team history. The 3rd combined no-hitter. The only solo no-hitter was Tommy Hanson back in 2008. But what a night. What a night. As Elder and Hernandez combine for the no-hitter. Here's the Budweiser postgame show. Comes your way next.